everyone, welcome back to Grandpa English Channel.
Hello. Good to see you all again.
Lisa, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks, Tom. Actually, I'm feeling really great. I finally had time to get a proper coffee this morning.
Oh, nice. The good stuff?
Yes, not the instant coffee I usually drink in a rush. I went to that little cafe down the street. It makes such a difference to start the day like that. How about you? How is your day going?
It's going all right. A bit busy, just normal life. Work, emails, walking the dog. But I'm good. Actually, something funny happened to me yesterday.
Oh, what happened?
Well, I went to a dinner party. There were a lot of new people there. And this woman sat next to me, smiled, and asked that one famous question.
Let me guess. She asked, "Tell me about yourself."
Exactly. So, Tom, tell me about yourself. And you know what? For 1 second, I froze.
Really? Even you? You talk for a living.
I know, but it's a big question, isn't it? It feels huge. I suddenly thought, wait, who am I? What do I say? Do I talk about my job, my cat, my love of pizza?
That is so true. It feels like a test. And if we feel like that, imagine how English learners feel.
Oh, absolutely. When you are learning a language, that question can feel scary. You feel like you need to give a perfect speech.
Right. I hear students getting really nervous about this. They think they need to tell their whole life story. I was born in 1990 on a rainy Tuesday.
And then they talk for 10 minutes without stopping.
Exactly. And the other person is just falling asleep.
So maybe we can just chat about that today. How to answer that question without freaking out, just keeping it simple.
I love that. Simple is always better. So, Tom, when that woman asked you yesterday, what did you actually say?
Well, after I stopped panicking, I just started with the basics. I think that is the best place to start. Just your name and maybe where you're from.
That makes sense. It grounds you. I'm Tom, and I'm from London.
Exactly. Short and sweet. But a lot of people get confused about the where you from part, especially if they moved around a lot.
Oh, that's a good point. Like, if you were born in Spain, but you live in Germany now, what do you say?
I usually tell students to say where they live now. It's more relevant to the conversation. Or you can do both. You can say, I'm originally from Spain, but I live in Berlin now.
I like that. It tells a little story immediately. Originally from, but now I live in. It's a nice sentence structure, too. Very natural.
And it's easy to remember. You don't need complex grammar for that.
So we have the name and the location. What comes next? Usually people talk about what they do, right?
Yeah, usually work or studies. But Lisa, here's where people try to be too fancy.
What do you mean?
They try to use really complicated job titles. I am a senior executive coordinator of logistics, and nobody understands what that means.
Yeah, that is too much. Just say I work in logistics or I'm a manager.
Exactly. Or simply, I work at a bank or I'm a student. It doesn't have to be on your business card. It's just a chat.
I think that's the key. It's just a chat. You aren't in court. So if I were answering, I'd say, I'm Lisa. I live in New York and I'm an English teacher.
Perfect. See? That took you about 5 seconds, and now I feel like I know the basics. But if you stop there, it's a little boring, isn't it?
A little bit. It sounds like a robot. I am Lisa. I am a teacher. We need a little bit of spice, a little personality.
Spice. I like that. How do we add spice without making it too difficult?
Hobbies. I think hobbies are the best way to show who you are, and it connects you to people. If I say, I love cooking, maybe the other person was cooking too.
That's true. It opens the door for a real conversation. But we have to be careful not to list too many things. We don't want a shopping list.
I like cooking, sleeping, running, reading, watching TV, swimming.
Stop. Too much. Just pick one or two things you really actually like.
Right. So, for example, in my free time, I really like hiking.
That's good. Or, I'm a big fan of football. Simple phrases. I really like or I'm a big fan of.
Oh, I like I'm a big fan of. That sounds very native.
It does. And it's easy to say. I'm a big fan of movies. I'm a big fan of Italian food.
So let's put it together so far. I'm Lisa. I'm a teacher from New York. In my free time, I'm a big fan of reading mystery novels.
That is brilliant. It's 3 sentences, but I already have a clear picture of you.
And I didn't use any difficult words.
No difficult words at all. But Lisa, what about family? In some cultures, talking about family is the first thing you do.
That's true, but in English-speaking cultures, maybe keep it brief unless someone asks.
I agree. You don't need to describe your whole family tree. I have 5 cousins, and my Uncle Bob is tall.
Nobody needs to know about Uncle Bob yet. Just a quick mention is nice. I'm married and I have 2 kids, or even I live with my parents.
Or pets. You know I love dogs.
Oh, people love talking about pets. I have a dog named Max. That is always a winner.
It makes you sound friendly. So if we add that in, I'm Tom, I work in marketing, I live in London with my wife and our dog, and I love playing tennis on weekends.
That sounds so natural, Tom. It flows.
It flows because I'm not overthinking it. I'm just saying facts.
Now, here's a question. Does this answer change depending on where you are? Like, is it different in a job interview compared to a party?
Oh, definitely. That is a huge point. Context is everything.
Tell me more about that.
Well, imagine you're at a job interview. They say, tell me about yourself. Do they want to know about your dog?
Probably not. They want to know if you can do the work.
Exactly. So in an interview, you focus on your professional side. I've been an engineer for 5 years, or I just graduated from university with a degree in business.
You keep the spice for the end, maybe.
Just a tiny bit at the end, yes, to show you're human, but 90% should be about your skills and history.
Okay, but what about a party or meeting a friend's friend?
At a party, nobody wants to hear your CV.
I am highly proficient in Excel spreadsheets.
No, at a party, you talk about the fun stuff. I just moved here. I love trying new restaurants. Do you know any good places?
Oh, I love that. You ended with a question.
Yes, that takes the pressure off you. You say a little bit about yourself, and then you throw the ball to them. I'm new here. How long have you lived here?
That is such a good trick because then they have to talk and you can just relax and listen.
Exactly. The goal isn't to give a speech. The goal is to start a conversation.
I think a lot of learners forget that. They think, tell me about yourself is a monologue, a solo performance.
It's not. It's an opener. It's the key that opens the door.
You know, another thing that helps? Preparing a cheat sheet.
A cheat sheet? You mean writing it down?
Yeah, not to read it, but just to practice. Write down 3 sentences about your job, 3 about your hobbies, and 3 about your life.
That's a great idea. Just mix and match.
Exactly, like building blocks. If I'm in class, I use the student block. If I'm at the gym, I use the hobby block.
I like that visual, building blocks. So, let's try a real example for our listeners. Let's pretend we're students in an English class. It's the first day. The teacher says, okay, everyone, introduce yourself.
Okay, I'll go first. Hi, everyone. My name is Lisa. I'm from the US, but I'm living here in Spain for a year to study Spanish. I love traveling and meeting new people. I'm excited to be in this class.
That was perfect. Friendly, relevant to the class, and you mentioned why you were there.
Thanks. Okay, your turn. Tom, you're at a business conference. You're wearing a suit. You have a coffee in your hand. Go.
Okay, pressure is on. Hello, I'm Tom. I'm a software developer based in London. I've been working in the industry for about 10 years. I'm mostly focused on mobile apps right now. It's great to meet you.
Very professional. You sounded serious, but nice.
I didn't mention my dog?
No dog this time. Maybe later at dinner.
Right. You see the difference. The core information, my name, my location, is the same, but the details change.
I think that is really reassuring for learners. You don't need to reinvent yourself every time. You just adjust the volume on different parts of your life.
Adjust the volume. I like that. Turn up the professional volume for work. Turn up the fun volume for parties.
Tom, what about adjectives? You know, describing words. Sometimes people say, I am a happy person, or I am a hard-working person. Is that good?
It's okay, but sometimes it sounds a bit unnatural.
Yeah, I agree. It's better to show it than to say it.
Right. Instead of saying, I am funny, tell a joke. Instead of saying, I am hardworking, say, I work 2 jobs.
Or, I'm currently studying for my master's degree while working. That shows you are hardworking without you having to say the word.
Exactly. Facts are stronger than adjectives.
And also, keep the sentences short. I notice when people get nervous, their sentences get really long and they get lost in the grammar.
Oh, the never-ending sentence. I do that too when I'm nervous.
We all do. You start a sentence and you don't know how to finish it.
So the rule is full stop, breathe, next sentence.
I'm Tom. I live in London. I like tennis.
It feels slow to the speaker, but to the listener, it sounds clear and confident.
Confidence really is just about being clear, isn't it? It's not about using big words.
Not at all. Actually, using big words often makes you sound less confident because you might use them wrongly. Simple English is powerful English.
I love that quote. Simple English is powerful English. We should put that on a t-shirt.
We should. Grandpa English merchandise, coming soon.
So, Tom, before we wrap up, do you have any final advice for someone who is listening to this and thinking, okay, I want to try this?
Yes, my advice is practice it in the mirror.
The mirror, yes.
It sounds silly, right? But stand in front of the mirror, look at yourself, and say, "Hi, I'm Tom." Get used to saying your own name in English.
That's surprisingly hard sometimes. Our names sound different in English.
They do, so get comfortable with it. Say it 5 times. Smile at yourself. If you can say it to the mirror, you can say it to a person.
And remember, the other person isn't judging you. They just want to know you.
Exactly. They're probably nervous too.
They're worrying about their own introduction.
Exactly. So just breathe, smile, and keep it simple.
Great advice, Tom. I feel ready to introduce myself to anyone now.
Even the queen?
Well, maybe I'd practice a bit more for that.
Fair enough.
Well, this was fun. I hope our listeners feel a bit better about the tell me about yourself question now.
I hope so too. It's not a test, guys. It's just a hello.
Exactly. Thanks for chatting, Tom.
Thanks, Lisa. And thank you everyone for listening to the Grandpa English channel. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.